By now, you probably know that Brez Scales doesn't actually make his money from freelance brand scaling, even though that's what he tells everyone. The real money comes from selling courses. But what if I told you it wasn't even him that built that course selling empire? Behind the scenes, it's his growth operator, Pierre Curie, who turned Brez into a cash flowing machine. I'm Archie, and I've built the exact same type of business, taking creators and turning their influence into scalable profits. So today we're breaking down exactly how Brez makes his fortune, and more importantly, how operators like Pierre are the ones turning influencers into full-fledged business empires. When you look at Brez online, it looks like he's cracked the code to the laptop lifestyle. He sells you the story that he made all his money freelancing, scaling brands, and living free. Effortless, young, successful, and showing off the lifestyle. If I can do it, so can you. That's the dream he's packaging. Freelance brand scaling, work from anywhere, and make six figures doing what you love. He's got the posts, the reels, the testimonials, all pointing to the same idea. You can escape the 9-to-5, travel, and make money online. And it works. People see that and they believe it because it's aspirational and relatable. The lifestyle, the freedom, the wealth, it's what makes creators like Brez so magnetic. But here's the truth. That dream doesn't tell the full story. Whilst he's building his brand and posting content, the real money comes from courses and info products. That's where the bulk of the revenue is, and it's what turned him into a multi-millionaire. Understanding this is key. What looks like effortless success on the surface is actually the result of a structured business operation designed to turn attention into profit. Now that we've seen Brez on the surface, let's talk about the person actually running the business behind the scenes, Pierre Curie. Pierre is the one who built the back end. He set up the systems, manages the processes, and turns Brez's audience, content, and brand into a real, scalable business. While Brez is the face, Pierre ensures the engine keeps running smoothly, marketing campaigns are optimized, and revenue flows consistently. This is what most people never see. Everyone focuses on the content, the posts, the lifestyle, but it's the back end that actually converts attention into money. That's exactly where a growth operator comes in. A growth operator takes a creator's audience, content, and brand and turns it into a repeatable, scalable business. Pierre does this for Brez, and it's the exact same type of role that I've built my own business around. So that raises the question, what does a growth operator actually do, and why are they so valuable to a creator's success? By now, you understand the idea. A growth operator is the person behind the scenes who takes a creator's brand, audience, and content and turns it into a fully scaled business. This is what allows someone like Brez to look effortless, while the back end is consistently driving revenue. So what does it take to become a growth operator? Let's break down the core skill sets that make this role so valuable. Firstly, you have systems and processes. You need structure for every area: lead generation, sales calls, client onboarding, delivery, and scaling. Without clear processes, nothing runs smoothly, nothing scales, and opportunities slip through the crack. Next, you need to understand metrics and revenue. You need to know which numbers truly matter, which campaigns convert, which offer is making the most profit, and where money is leaking. This allows you to make informed decisions rather than guessing. You also need to understand how to fix problems on the fly. Funnels break, launches flop, and teams miss deadlines. A growth operator identifies the problem fast, finds a solution, and keeps the momentum going. Furthermore, you properly need to know how to manage a team and contractors. You either do the work or ensure others execute it correctly. Accountability, clear direction, and follow-up are non-negotiable. You must also be able to think strategically, beyond just the day-to-day, but have the actual bigger picture in mind. You decide what campaigns to scale, what levers to pull, and how to make the business repeatable and sustainable. These are the skills that make someone like Pierre invaluable to a creator's success. And they're the same skills I use in my agency to scale creators profitably while building my own business. But I'm going to show you why this role isn't just valuable for creators, it's valuable for you too. Here's the thing, there are thousands of creators just like Brez. They have attention, content, and influence, but they don't know how to turn it into a real, scalable business. That's where you step in. You've stumbled onto an opportunity to get paid for doing work that builds real, transferable skills. You'll get paid while you're learning. Unlike starting a business from scratch, growth operating allows you to earn money while learning the skills that actually build wealth. Sales, systems, operations, scaling, and managing real clients. You're learning the levers that drive real results without taking all the upfront risk. You're also building transferable skills. Running someone else's business gives you the experience to manage your own. Every process you learn, every campaign you optimize, every system you build adds to your expertise and to your market value. You keep equity in your own knowledge. This isn't punching a clock. Every skill you develop is yours to keep. The better you get, the more and higher quality clients you can serve. The more money you can make and the more freedom you can gain. And the best part is you can start small and scale fast. You don't need a Brez level client to begin with. Helping even one small creator run one system gives you the experience and confidence to scale up. As your skills grow, you can handle more clients and more complex systems, multiplying your income and impacts. Growth operating allows you to earn, learn, and scale simultaneously. You're not just a freelancer, you're building a portfolio of real-world business experience that pays off immediately and compounds over time. But how do you actually go about stepping into this type of role? Here's the truth, most of you don't have a massive audience like Brez. That's fine, you don't need one. What you can do is position yourself like Pierre, the operator behind the scenes, and build real wealth doing it. The path is simple, but it requires focus. You need to learn the core skills, master the levers that drive a creator's business. Sales, systems, offer creation, delivery, and scaling. Then you need to partner with a creator. You don't start from scratch. Find a creator with an existing audience, but no back-end systems. That's where you add value. And then from there, scale their business. Earn on a profit share or a retainer. As you optimize processes and drive results, you either take a profit share or charge a high-ticket retainer, or both. You get paid for real, measurable growth, while learning skills that make you unstoppable. And this isn't a theory. This is exactly what I do with my info product agency and what I teach my clients. Operators who master these systems are the ones making serious money and building long-term businesses behind the scenes. Now that you see the opportunity, the skills, and the path, it's time to take action. One of the biggest mistakes new operators make is thinking they need to wait for the perfect creator or have a massive audience. You don't. Here's how you can start today. Start small. Focus on finding one creator with an audience but no back-end systems. Even a small creator is perfect to gain real experience. Start building the skills you need and deliver real value with sales, systems, and operations. Small wins build credibility and open doors for bigger opportunities. Finally, learn and grow in a supportive community. The fastest way to avoid mistakes and to accelerate your growth is to learn from others who are already doing it. That's why I created my entirely free school community, a place for aspiring growth operators to get guidance, frameworks, and step-by-step support while working with real creators. So check the link in the description to join my free community of growth operators. But it's people like me, Pierre, and potentially you that are turning creators like Brez into business machines and profiting whilst doing so.